Today I'd like to talk a little bit about some excellent products from Mirka. We'll be looking at the Iridium sanding discs, the Novastar wet or dry sanding discs, and the MIRKA DEROS electric random orbital sander. Here are some high points for the 550CV. It's electric, which is great if you're using a smaller compressor. You don't have to wait for it to catch up. It's super comfortable in either hand, right or left, and it's also extremely quiet. We'll be removing a ding with the Iridium line today, and some of the high points are listed right here, but the most important thing I think is the ceramic and aluminum oxide grains, which helps it to cut fast and stay sharp. We're also going to be using the Novastar line to do some wet sanding. It also has ceramic and aluminum oxide grains, great durability, excellent wear resistance, and it's fully waterproof. So let's give it a try. The tool comes in a sturdy case, a long cord, extra backing pads, and some abrasives, the instructions, the tool, and a wrench. The tool has an on button and speed control. And listen to how quiet this guy is. Isn't that beautiful? Smooth as silk and comfortable. So here we go. And that was very fast. At this point, we'll stop and take a quick look at the used disc versus the new one. After sanding clear coat, red paint, and filler, which tends to clog paper, it's still very clean. These abrasives have a precision coating that repels dust and prevents clogging. And here's the backside. Now we're going to switch to 120. And we're just going to sand out a little bit further, take out those 80 grit scratches, and then we'll come back with the 220. That's good for the 120. This is very fast. It really cuts fast. And now we'll just do with the 220. We'll be able to prime this after we do this 220. Now stay out of the way of the camera. And now we'll use the same 220 disc for the rest of this quarter so you can get an idea of how fast it cuts. And we have a little bit of clear that chipped off, so we're going to move to the 120 and take that down a little bit. So this is clear coat and this is base coat. The Iridium paper, along with the Mirka sander, cut fast, had very little vibration, and was an absolute pleasure to use. The paper stayed really clean too. A few other cool things about this DA is that it's vacuum ready, has closed construction, brushless DC motor so that there's no maintenance and no dust entering the motor. It's also Bluetooth ready so that you can keep track of vibration, speed, and usage data. Old graphics and decals can be tough to remove, so this will be a nice opportunity to see how this Novastar line 80 grit, 120, and 240 hold up. And the 80 took it down real nicely. Now we're going to move to the 120. And the trigger does have variable speed, so I can go real slow if I want. You know, if you want to get to real tight spots, just very lightly hit it. And now we'll feather it out even further with the 240. And here's the other pads after we're done. Nice and clean. And the 120 still nice and clean. And the 240 nice and clean. Lastly, we'll use the Novastar 240 grit wet or dry paper on this door here. And even though I change the pressure, it stays at a constant speed. and that's real nice, real smooth, and it worked real quickly. This portion would be ready to paint. The MIRKA DEROS 550, along with the Novastar and Iridium Abrasives line, was simply amazing and a pleasure to use. DA sanding an entire vehicle is no longer a chore. The tool is light, quiet, and comfortable. And the abrasives are durable, they cut fast, and last long. I hope you enjoyed this video on top quality MIRKA products, and if you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.